That all goes back to the rapture. All of that just to show you that I believe that what we've read today is a picture of the rapture. And God gives us these, what does it say in Ecclesiastes 1:9? That which has been will be again, that which has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. And he repeats it again in Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a repetition in human life. There's a repetition in the Bible. All of these things are to show us what is coming. And I believe that this is something that's showing us what's coming. I get so excited when I read this passage. If you can't tell after 45 minutes of talking about it. Okay, so go ahead, anybody. Verse 12.
Somebody else read. The two men said to Lot, "Do you have anyone else here, sons-in-law, sons or daughters, or anyone else in the city who belongs to you? Get them out of here, because we are going to destroy this place. The outcry to the Lord against its people is so great that he has sent us to destroy it."
Okay, think of all the abortions in America. Yeah. Outcry's got to be great. I'm just saying. Just saying, all of the immoral lifestyle, all of the the murders, the thefts, just unbelievable. Go ahead. Just a little insert there.
So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who were pledged to marry his daughters. He said, "Hurry and get out of this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city." But his sons-in-law thought he was joking. Once again, does that not sound like today? I mean, Christianity, the people that believe in the day of the Lord, you can read it anywhere, and they dismiss us. I mean, you see it in the news. Ha, stupid Christians! Judgment is coming, and you get the guy with the beard and standing on the side of the road with "Judgment is coming." He actually, I think, does a little disservice. He's correct, but there's a different way of doing it. Is to preach the message and to tell people that God is fed up with sin. Yeah, I'll tell you another approach. Yeah, nobody's going to believe that because the guy already looks like me, and nobody, But I will tell you that there is. I was reading court cases before I went around the country last year because I didn't want to get arrested. I just thought, if I get arrested, they're going to have to tow my car. Then it's just a nightmare, and I don't want to. So I'm thinking, how can I do this without getting arrested? And they pretty much let us say anything we want in public. There is a guy. I was reading a court case out in Washington State in some big park, and he would go out there and just preach hell, hell, hell. And he'd go right up to people and say, "You're going," just yelling at the top of his lungs, "You're going to hell, you're all a bunch of sinners." And he had no idea if they were going to church or not. He's just accusing everybody. And they arrested him, they took him in, and the court upheld his right to do that. You can do that. You can get it just as long as you don't personally attack somebody. And apparently saying you're going to hell isn't personally attacking them. So whatever. But yeah. But in the Supreme Court, I think, my mom disagrees with me 100%, but I think they made the right decision about the Westboro Baptist Church. I disagree with the Westboro Baptist Church. I don't like what they say, but they are protecting our right to speak out. And if they had cut that out, then something else would. Right. What next? So I think it was the right decision, although I disagree with it. That guy, the point I was making, I got off on a tangent, but that guy yelling at people and saying, "You're all going to hell, you're all a bunch," he's just doing a disservice to everybody. He's making all of us who believe this is real and really going to happen, he's making us look like all a bunch of kooks instead of just, and so hopefully, I'm excited about this Sunday and the future if it works out, that maybe some people will just hear something that will pique their heart because, man, what's going on at the beach just gets, oh man, it's terrible, that will never happen. I probably will. I'll probably attract more people this way, but I made a point. I have been waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks for somebody to say they will play, because nobody's going to walk up and listen to me preach if I'm out there alone. I'm going to be that guy out there, no matter how good a message or what I say. I could say, "Jesus loves you," and they're going to see me and say, "That guy," but you got somebody that's young and, she's playing the guitar, or I got a couple other people I've asked as well, if they, or Seth, boy, what an image he'd make. "Oh, we love the Lord." Oh,
Hey, so that's what you can't just assume that people are going to come to you because you're a bizarre looking guy. They're not going, and I understand that, but I am not going to shave. I got to tell you what, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the Lord will bless it, but we'll see. Anyway, here we go. I don't know. Oh yeah, 15.
Oh, I thought he was joking. With the coming of dawn, the angels urged Lot, saying, "Hurry, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, or you will be swept away when the city is punished."
Okay, when the morning dawned, will the rapture be at night? Absolutely. 100% guaranteed the rapture is going to happen at night. Do you know how I know? Well, no. Do you know how I know that the rapture will happen at night?
No.
Because there's always night on earth. Somebody is going to be at night when the rapture happens. So just so you know, I absolutely guarantee you that it will happen at night. Okay, not only that, what's that?
It's always daytime, too.
It's always daytime on earth. So I guarantee you that it will happen during the daytime, 100%. Absolutely. It'll happen day and night. That's right. So anyway, that was just a little joke. It didn't mean to, but it does say when the morning dawned. And I believe, just Charlie, this has nothing to do with this passage, but I do believe we're close because I've talked about this before. The menorah is 7 things, and Jesus came at the middle, the 4,000th year. Okay, he came right there, and we know this. There's no disputing. It's in the Bible, and this is called the servant candle, the shamash. Okay, well, we have the year Adam was created. We've got the years leading up to it, and then we got this one and this one. I missed one, didn't I? 1, 2. There we go. One more. Okay. Well, this will be the year 6000 right here. Okay, which is, we're right there. Nobody knows exactly, but we're very close to the year 6000. All right, and then there has to be a millennial reign of Christ, the 7th one. So I really think that the day is dawning, and the terminology here, the day is dawning, it kind of leads me to the same idea that a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. If you go to the book of Hosea, it says, after 2 days I will restore you, on the 3rd day I will lift you up, I think is how it's quoted. And it's speaking to the Israelite people. And how long were they exiled? Approximately 2,000 years, right? So it says, at the 2nd day I will restore you, which has happened. And then on the 3rd day I will lift you up. So that means sometime a little bit after the end of the 2nd day, and that's the millennial reign. So there's going to be this little time between the tribulation period. So I believe that some, not all of them, but some of the things in the Bible, when it says this day or the 2nd day or the 3rd day, is actually pertaining to something prophetically. It says that on the 3rd day, Jesus was found in the temple when he was 12 days old, right? They went back to Jerusalem and looked for him. He was 12 years old. I think, days. Okay, he was 12 years old. They couldn't find him. They went looking for him, and it says on the 3rd day, they found him teaching in the temple. Well, guess what? Day 1 is they're exiled. The 2nd day they're in exile. The 3rd day they're restored, which is the millennial trait. And where will he be? He's going to be in the temple in Jerusalem. So I believe that when you see the term the 3rd day or the 2nd day or after 2 days, not always, but quite often prophetically, we can tell that we are in the end times, and that it's, I don't know when, but I really, now, if you're that guy at E-Bible Fellowship, it's next Saturday, we're out of here. Okay, all right, we got 17 minutes, so go ahead, where were we? Verse 16.
When he hesitated.
Uh-oh, what did it say?
When he hesitated.
Can you imagine that?
He hesitated.
Can you imagine? They're saying, we are going to destroy this city. He's already had these people out there. They've already told him what they're going to do. And it says in the King James Version, it uses the word, and he halted. He stopped. And he's like,
he didn't want to take his wife.
yeah, I mean, let me think about this. I could leave her here, and those girls are really nagging me, whatever. But I'm glad she said that because, but I mean, for whatever reason, this guy halted. And hello.
Because he's in the middle of a video game.
Yeah, that's right. He said he might have been in the middle of a video game. You never know why, but the guy halted. So, all right. So go ahead. Start again. 16.
Okay, when he hesitated, the men grasped his hand and the hands of his wife and of his 2 daughters and led them safely out of the city. For the Lord was merciful to them.
Okay. Well, now
Those were the 10 That he was merciful to.
Well, no, there aren't 10. There's only he, his wife, and his 2 daughters. There's only 5 people. Okay?
If there were 10, he would have saved the city.
Yeah, he would have saved the city if there were 10, but only 5 people could be found. And it says the Lord was merciful to them.
And he had to push, they had to pull.
Yeah, they actually just pulled them out. Once again, same thing. The harpazo pulling us out because there are people. I will tell you this. I won't say who, but it's somebody that you know as well. I said, what if the Lord comes, this year? I was just excited. It was about 2 years ago. And, I won't give the exact circumstance because if I do, then you're going to know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I have had other people, so I'll give a couple different examples. I've had people say, I hope the Lord doesn't come because I've got a vacation planned on my retirement. I had somebody say, my daughter is getting married. Another person said, my daughter is getting married and I want to see her get married. Another one says, I have a grandbaby that's going to be born. And every time I mention the rapture, because I mention it every time I talk to somebody, I'm so excited the Lord could come tomorrow. And everybody's got a reason. And it's exactly what I'm talking about. This entire passage all fits. Everything about this fits the world in which we live in, the state of believers, the state of carnal believers, and doesn't it? Everything here fits.
I'm not ready to let go.
I hear it all the time, and that's what he did. He haltered. He's thinking,
He thinks about the rapture every day because then it won't happen that day.
yeah,
Every day he's like, I plan for the rapture today, then it won't happen.
it won't happen because we don't know when it's going to happen. But people are knuckleheads. Man,
He wants to enjoy his life. He says it.
all
You want to enjoy the pain and suffering.
They do not have
no.
a good idea of what heaven's going to be like.
That's because people, all they can see is what they have here. I'm going to buy a new car. I'm going to, whatever.
We won't need a car. We'll be flying on our own.
I know. I got to tell you what, though, I've heard every possible excuse because every time I talk to somebody about the rapture, which is like 20 times a week, just in general terms, every time one person out of 5 will say, but, are you insane? All I think about is Jesus. That's all I think. I just want to be away from here because every day I wake up and I fail him. And I think when he comes, I won't be failing him anymore.
Amen.
Every single day, I just think how great it will be when I don't do something stupid.
Yes. Amen.
Whatever.
When all you have to do is get up and worship him, man.
That's it. That's it.
The only reason we should hesitate is if some of our loved ones or something.
That's right. And you know what? That goes to 2 Peter real quickly. Because you brought that up, I'm going to take you to a verse real quickly. And 2 Peter, I think it's 3. And it says here, 2 Peter 3. Real quick, we're going to read that and then we'll get back and finish up where we're at. It says here, I'm looking for a particular word here. I'll start with verse 14. But 2 Peter 3:14. Because I know this because I just did the daily devotional on it. I'll probably maybe I did it today. I don't know. Whatever. Therefore, beloved, looking forward to these things, and he's talking about what happened. The earth is going to be destroyed in fervent heat. The earth is going to be burned up, and the heavens are going to be dissolved. All these things he's talking about. Therefore, beloved, looking forward to these things, be diligent to be found at peace without spot and blameless. That was today's verse. And the reason why is because he is saying all of this calamity is going to come to the earth. And he says, look forward to it with peace. He's trying to tell us, don't be worried about what's coming. Because the Lord is already, in advance of this destruction, he's already taken care of your eternity. It is already done. Look for it with peace. Don't be stressed. And then what does it say? This is tomorrow's daily Bible verse. It says, and consider the long suffering of our Lord is salvation. What he's saying there is that there are many people that have not come to a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. And his long suffering with us, our sin in this world of wickedness, is salvation for those people. And had he come 20 years ago or whatever, Charlie wouldn't be among the saints marching in. And then if it hadn't happened in 2000, if he had come in 2002, my wife wouldn't have been saved. And if he hadn't come in this year, then these people wouldn't be saved. And all the people that are coming to Christ, the Lord is long-suffering. And that's what he's talking about in 2 Peter 3. So that answers that, is that he is just a great God, because if it was me, I would have pushed that button a long time ago and been out of here. The elevator would have gone up. But... okay, so 16, go ahead, 17, or whatever. I think you have to, 17.
As soon as they had brought him out, One of them said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back and don't stop anywhere in the plain. Flee to the mountains or you will be swept away."